Ah, is this sweet? I can't tell.
Hi. Yo, we're talking about bands we haven't fucking talked about yet on this channel. It's a fun band. It's Korpiklaani. Their new album, I assume that's called Noita. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Noita.
It's
Noita.
It's their 9th record. They have like some other shit. I'm gonna say it's their 9th record. I could be wrong on that. Say what you want, homie. This is the follow-up to 2012's album, Manala. Hope I'm saying this stuff right, because I am not from their fucking country and I don't speak their language. I don't know how to pronounce any of these songs. I don't know what they're saying, and that's perfectly fucking fine with me. Because Korpiklaani is an extremely fun band. Like it doesn't matter. That's why they're popular, in my opinion, because they are a fun band and they have great music. So, what do you think of this album, Keith?
This is probably, actually not probably, this is the most fun album I've heard this year. Like, and it's just whenever you listen to like a lot of Korpiklaani's bigger songs, you know, the two obvious examples are Vodka and Levana Polka, or whatever that song is. Like, you just kind of like want to bounce and like just go like this when you listen to the song, and that happens all the time on this album. Okay, I'm going to attempt, because I speak a little bit of German. So like the third track, Limpo, which is like the big single, whatever, is really good. Okay, maybe I won't try, because some of these are really bad.
We're not from fucking Finland.
But like some of the, like I said, some of the tracks are just really fun. I like the 8th track. Not gonna try. It starts off kind of thrashy, which is nice. It's cool and song, and there's just a lot of depth to this album that I think, if you just know Korpiklaani for their popular songs, you might not expect to see, because like the two songs I noticed, at least in kind of the feel and structure, they're kind of similar. Like Tyler said, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's not like a word of English spoken on this entire album, and that's fine, because it's
still catchy as shit. In
like,
my opinion,
yeah, it's still like, I mean, it's the vocal patterns, which, I mean, I guess in that sense, since you know they have to understand it, you know, not everybody's going to speak Finnish, so it's like, oh, you know what I mean. You know, we have to make it catchy, so that just makes it twice as bad, you know, or not twice as bad, twice as good. But like the first 4 tracks in this album are all really good. Like, it's just, I mean, all the songs are good, but the first 4 tracks are really good, and track 8, and then I know the last track is really good. That I remember off the top of my head. It's just fun, you know. I'm also kind of glad that they're not one of the bands where I notice a lot of folk metal bands, either the metal is really prevalent and then there's like a little bit of folk behind it, or the folk's really prevalent and there's like, you know, a little bit of metal behind it. This band weaves it really nicely together. Like, everything works really, really nicely. You know, the leads that they play on like the synthesizer, the keyboards, you know, it works really well with the guitar. It's not like, here's this guitar riff, let's just put a lead over top of it. Or here's a lead, let's put like something just to fill the empty space underneath it. Like, everything works really, really well together. I really like, the singer's name is Yanni. I like his voice just because it's you know, he's not trying to sing, which I think is part of the appeal. Like, it's, you know, he's kind of almost even talking really fast, which I like. I just like it. It's different. I mean, I can't think of anybody who sounds like him out of any of the bands that I listen to. It's just, like I said, it's just a really fun album to listen to. So I definitely enjoyed it a lot.
I agree. I mean, Korpiklaani's a band at first when I listened to them. Like, why would you listen years ago? Why would you listen to a band that you don't understand what they're saying? You know, kind of takes you out of the experience. But then they just kind of grew on me. It doesn't matter. I mean, this music is so fun. You can't sit there and listen to this and not just get sucked into the experience and not start just bopping around and being like, dude, this is awesome. This has some groove. This has some, like, very positive energy to it, in my opinion. And I just, the folk metal is so interesting to me. It's just that added layer that folk metal bands have to just kind of blow you away. Like, the end of the 8th track, I just, like, there's just a couple notes there that just, like, blow me away. And I'm like, that is such a nice touch. And that's the thing. It just creates such a very fun and very interesting atmosphere with the added folk elements to it. And I always, you know, Korpiklaani is one of the best ones at doing that. I feel, you know, the guitars aren't, like, insane. But they fit the music perfectly. Like he said, this band has a great mix of everything. I just loved, like, track 8, how it's just thrashing. Then the other ones are just a little bit more groovy, and you know, then the third one, it's a little bit more slow, and same with the 6th track is a little bit more slow. Like, I love the variety that this band has, and especially on this album. This is just a fun album to listen to the entire way through. I just feel like I need to go grab some fucking beer and just go to town and listen to this shit. You know, it's very, very good. And I think vocally, you know, I like the vocalist. I like the way he sounds. You know, he's kind of like, he sounds very unique. This whole band has a very unique sound. But, you know, he's kind of like gruff. He's got this gruffness to his voice, but it's not super gruff, but it's just good enough, and it's just super fucking catchy, man. I mean, yeah, to us that don't speak their language, it's just noises in ways, but it's very, very catchy fucking noises, and it works beautifully. And there's a couple moments on here where, you know, the gruffness isn't there, and it's more just a clean sound, and I feel it works great. They use it appropriately. The drums add such a energy to this album where, you know, very just simplistic, you know, patterns, and it's just fucking awesome. I just really like this album. I think it's just overall a solid and probably one of the most fun albums I've heard in a long time. And definitely Korpiklaani is up there when it comes to, you know, some of the best folk metal out there, and they're probably, maybe besides Ailstorm, maybe the most fun. Ailstorm's pretty fucking fun. You can't deny that. And I'm not going to call Ailstorm pirate metal. There's no such thing as pirate metal, and there's no such thing as Viking metal. I'm sorry. Whatever. That's just such a side argument. But, yeah. This is fun shit, and I like it. There's some solid riffage, solid songwriting, just some fun shit. It's almost, because we were sitting here jamming the shit out of it some more to get our final thoughts. It's almost a little bit ska.
In some spots, but I think that's a lot of. I think that's a lot of folk. A lot of folk kind of has that, and they've always kind of had that little bit of like a ska-ish sound.
Yeah. I just like how this band, you know, they're more fun and everything, and then you have Ensiferum or Elvati, who's more serious and more for the epicness and badass type stuff, and, you know, I just like that there's that mix in the genre. You know, not a lot of genres in metal have that just completely opposite sides.
I like a band that doesn't take themselves seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, to write a song completely about drinking vodka, I mean, you kind of can't take yourself seriously at that point.
Yeah.
So,
and we're hoping to see them on their tour with Ensiferum.
Which is like what?
In
like 2 weeks?
3, I think.
3? 2?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, somewhere.
I don't know. We're going to go to Baltimore, and hopefully we don't die.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
We won't die. We'll be okay. I think it's over. I think they're done destroying their own shit.
Yeah, hopefully.
Whatever. What would you give this album?
I give this album a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's a fun album, which when I look at albums, I mean, I that's what I more look for. Like, what album did I enjoy listening to? And so far, this is probably the album that I've enjoyed listening to the most so far this year. So, 8.5 out of 10.
Bold claim.
Bold claim. So far, I'd say definitely it's the most fun album I've listened to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't listened to as many as you, but yeah.
Yeah, it is a good album. I'm going to give this an 8.5 as well. My score's right, not Keith's.
Even though it's the same?
Nope.
Your
it's not the same. My 8.5 has more love to it.
Alright.
Korpiklaani with whatever that means. Noita. And it's on Nuclear Blast Records, and you should buy it. See you later.